17th in time for this week's Friday Funnies. And it is such a beautiful day in the neighborhood today, I decided to do the Friday Funnies from outside. I also thought I'd wear my most beautiful shirt, but I couldn't find it, so anyhow I wore this one. Well, you may have missed it if you weren't looking, but Wednesday was Bastille Day, a French holiday celebrating the day that all the peasants got buzzed up on a sugar high when they received that let them eat cake edict. And then they stormed the prison to let go of the prisoners. And it also marks the very first time that the French government has caved under pressure, thus setting the precedent for centuries to come. Well, it was a bit of a pressure coming up with the best stories in this week's news, so I decided to go with the ones involving the stupidest people. I hope you enjoy them. Let's start out in Bar Harbor, Maine. A homeowner up there woke up to find an inebriated 22-year-old man in his bedroom. Rather than shoot the intruder or resort to violence, this homeowner lured the drunk out of his home with a beer. That's right. Come on, boy. Come on. Here you go, boy. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. All the way to the front door, he tosses the beer out the door and locks it behind him and calls the police. And the police found the hammered hooligan a short time later, and they were able to lure him into the back of the police car with a taser because they were all out of beer. You know, there's bad luck, and then there's bad luck. Let me give you a couple of examples of the latter. Martha Perez was sitting on her front porch in Millville, New Jersey, not bothering anybody, just sitting there on a nice day like this. Well, suddenly an ambulance sped down the street with the siren screaming, and the ambulance driver, as he rounded the curve, he lost control of the vehicle and smashed it into Martha's porch and into Martha. And then, to add insult to injury, he couldn't even take Martha to the hospital because his ambulance was already full. So Martha called a cab. Then she called a lawyer. Stay tuned to see what happens on this one. In the meantime, Jennifer Bliss was in Tampa, Florida. She was in the ladies' room of a public building. She wasn't hurting anybody. She's just sitting there in a stall doing a little reading when all of a sudden, blam, she gets shot in the leg. Apparently, the woman in the stall next to her, as she unbuckled her pants, preparing to sit herself, her gun fell out of her holster, hit the floor, and discharged, and then hit Miss Bliss in the leg. She had minor injuries to her leg. That's the bad news. But the good news is her constipation problem cleared up like that. Wow. No more problem. In Bay Minette, Alabama. I don't have any idea where Bay Minette is, but I will tell you that the crooks down there, I think, are a little bit stupider than they are anywhere else. 22-year-old man walked into a BG's gas station, pulled out his gun, and pointed it at the guy behind the register. Now, the guy behind the register took one look at the gun and noticed it has an orange tip on it, just like toy guns do. So he quickly reached under the counter and pulled out a real cricket bat and just started pummeling this guy until the police finally came. And the underlying question in this story is, a cricket bat in Alabama?
Ain't nothing better.
Go figure. Finally, this last story is not about stupid people at all, but about a rather smart idea. In Berlin, Germany, a legal brothel is offering discounts if you ride your bicycle to their establishment. So, they wanted to get an offer to boost new business. So if you ride your bicycle to Hilda's Hur House, that's not the real name of it, but you have to admit, it looks very funny when it's spelled out like that. Anyhow, if you ride your bicycle to the brothel, you will get a coupon for a €5 discount on the professional service of your choice. They are calling this promotion, Ride Your Bike and Get Your Chain Oiled for Less. Hey, that's all I have for you this week. I will see you next week.